Yeah, it was big time bad in the market this week. Um, as you can see right here, this August inflation data, it was pretty high. It was um it was high, it was down a little bit, but it wasn't at the expectations of the market. So I just want to tell you what happened and the reason why the assets fell this week. And yeah, we could get right into it. Um, as you can see right here, it says August CPI data. I told you that the CPI is 1 month lagging. It's a lagging indicator. So they're gonna bring these points out a month after it happens, or and when the Fed meet or they present these numbers. So the Fed meets sometimes and they talk about this stuff and they bring the numbers out. Well, the Fed ain't meet yet. Jerome Powell is gonna meet next week, this upcoming week, and he's gonna be talking about whether or not he's gonna raise the interest rates. The overall sentiment in the world, in the market, in the financial economy is that he's gonna raise it 0.75% or a full percent point. So we're expecting 0.75% raise when Jerome Powell comes out and give his update. So the August numbers were pointing to a decline in inflation, but see what happened was the strategists, they or the economy people, they expected it to come in lower than it did, but the positive side is it came in 1/10 of a point lower than it did the previous month. So that's good news, but the market took it as bad news because they expected it to go a little lower and it didn't. So that caused a sell off on Tuesday and Wednesday, right? And this article right here is telling you basically what I be telling you. If you read this, it's talking about he was surprised with CPI coming in a little bit higher than expected. So that's not saying that it was higher than it was last month or last time they did the numbers. It's saying it was higher than they expected it. It is coming down, you know. But he also in this article he say the same thing that I said. He's saying that you might want to be buying right here, because like I said, it's a sell off. And what does that do? It makes all of your assets get cheaper in price. So it say where he was at when he was talking about it. I'll get right down here and say I think sentiment is abysmal right now. You got money managers sitting with way too much cash, right? Say looking at like when the dot-com bubble burst or when we were at the bottom of the credit crisis. So this is one of the most worst ever times in the history of the stock market. We living in it right now. It said, I think you are a bigger risk. And I talked about this in my podcast. He was talking about his podcast. And he said it is a lot of money that has to get back into this market, right? And you can see a bona fide Fed melt up. So I think you have to get invested now. Basically, what he's saying is all of these asset managers, the people that have the money that were selling the stocks, they have a lot of money sitting on the sideline and they're waiting for any reason to deploy that money. So, and what's that going to do? Cause the market to go back up, right? And we don't know how long it's going to be. That's why I always tell you guys, never put money in here you don't intend to lose, right? And make sure you're buying solid assets that you know have a future potential growth. So you want to look at the overall business, make sure you check the news, all right? So this is that CPI data came out on Tuesday. And that's what really caused the market sell off. What's up, Dre Day? How you doing, man? Appreciate you pulling up. But that's what really caused the market sell off. It was this CPI data right here that came out on Tuesday. And then yesterday, like a double whammy, FedEx, right? FedEx, this company here, everybody know what FedEx is. It's like a mail service. They came in with bad numbers, and that likes give the whole market a feed on how the economy is doing. So when this stock came in Yeah, I seen Dre Day. We got smashed, but it's all right though. It was raining, when we played. So we gonna have another game on Sunday. So we'll see how that go. But FedEx, right? When it came in with these numbers, you see it would say the stock is seeing one of the most largest one-day drops in decades, right? We living in some bad times, and that's the times the millionaires are made because look what it say. It is seeing one of the largest one-day drops in decade. The shares are down more than 22% in FedEx. FedEx uh is basically telling the people how the economy drives. And in all actuality, this is very good in a sense because the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, he's going to take notice of this. And what's going to happen is he's going to start cutting those rates based off of he's seeing the economy is starting to slip. He don't want it to go too far bad. So he's not going to want to keep raising those rates, which is good in the long term. That's why it's going to be raining this week at home. Oh my God, we can't get away from that. They keep blaming Trey Lance when when it was a thunderstorm. We the only team that had to play in those conditions last week. That shit drove me crazy. But this company right here, it caused another sell off today because it's one of the biggest companies in the market, and it drives the way the market goes. So it caused another sell off, and these things drove the market into abysmal this week, right? And still, if you look over here again at my account, now you seen the other day we was sitting at about 14,000, right? I come all the way down here to 11,500. But again, the stock that I like, which mine's Bitcoin, right? It came down because what happened? The price of Bitcoin went down. It went all the way down to around 19 something thousand low. And it made this company come down because it's riding with Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I lost so much is because I have so much. And if you look here again, you see more ownership was being accrued. I had 2,500 shares last time I came. This time I have 26 because I'm continuously buying through all of this fear because I feel, and not which I'm saying, in the end, it's going to win. Now, if we go over here and we check on Bitcoin, let's check on Bitcoin, see what it's doing right now. Bitcoin. Let's go over here to crypto. Let's find these cryptocurrencies and see where we at, right? With the Bitcoin. I think the bottom of Bitcoin has already been in around 17,000. We might go back down there and test it again, right? I don't think it's dropped too much further than that. Now look, Bitcoin is starting to go up. As soon as the market closed, Bitcoin looked like it want to go up. It's up $200 since the market closed, which is nothing for Bitcoin. See, it's only 1%, but it's still in the right way going up. But again, the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, he comes out and speaks next week. So depending on how the market takes the news next week, we might see another decline. What I think is going to happen, I think we're going to get a nice little few green days until the Federal Reserve speak. Is going to give them a reason to make it go down again. You see? And throughout this whole time, I'm continuously adding, because I feel in the future, the economy is going to rebound. We're going to get back on track. And that's when the people going to want to buy. And that's when you wait until late. You need to buy in these downturns. And I know that's one of the hardest things to do because the market is psychological. It fuck with your mind. Like, did you see my portfolio? Right? But trust me, I've been through this before. I'm down $5,600. I know people like, man, you down so much money. I'm not because again, I wouldn't have put this money in here if I needed it. So I'm throwing and then again, this is not one day of buying. I didn't just put all this money in one day. I forgot where the button was to show you when did I put the money in, but I again, it's up here somewhere. Account details, right? Again, look, you'll see that I was buying. How you move this thing over? Oh man, where my little arrow at? Is it down here? Come on, people. No, maybe right here. Well, if you see the date today, right? I put money in it plus 200. The other day I plus 200. I put more money in there. Then when you see negative, that's when I bought shares. So I bought 25 here, another 25 here, then I put $200 more in today, and I bought 25 here and another 25 there. See what I'm doing? I'm just buying little by little by little. So when you see those 25 purchases, and then you look and you say, "Man, this cat got 2,600. I have a goal. If this thing continues to go down, I'm just going to continue building out this position right here. Why? Because I like this company. I understand the fundamentals and values of this company here, and I feel like it's going to go with the flow of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin literally has to crash in order for me to lose my money. I'm talking about go to zero in order for me to lose all my money right here. Maybe around 11,000 would be dangerous, but I don't think it'll go down there. I think the economy is going to continue to do this up and down motion. Like you see, we was down here, and then next thing you know, it went up, boom, and then it's coming down again to retest this level that it was at this time. We might fall lower. I'm ready for that, right? I'm prepared for that. So I'm going to continuously buy little by at a time, not a lot. All right. And then we can look at a bunch of different things. Let me check my watch list, right? We're going to go over here, look at this watch list. And then you can see Ethereum came down, but after hours is going up, right? It's up a little bit after hours. This the chart. It shows you it was up here. This Bitcoin chart. Let's look at Ethereum chart, right? It was up here. When you see these candles right here, we looking for where it had the most action at. So if we look back in these candles, it looked like we are at a level where it might bounce or it can go down lower. People think that it might go to $1,000, but they don't know. So this is why you add a little bit at a time, because you need to be prepared in case it goes to $1,000. But I don't know. Nobody knows. That's why you just want ownership. All I know is in the future, it should be worth more money than what it is today. That's the whole goal of investing. It's not to get the quick flip, right? There go my Crow coin right there. I haven't added to this because I've been wanting to buy more and more CleanSpark to lower that price go. So if you look, Amazon even was red today. Microsoft, one of the biggest second biggest company in the world, it was red today. If you look, we could look all of them. Most of these stocks was red. See, this was a buying opportunity. Look at ChargePoint. ChargePoint went up actually. It was over here. It was down. It did pretty good. It went up a little bit and it's coming down a little bit today. So it did pretty good. But this is what I'm saying. You must buy. I remember last time I checked, it was at 15. Now it's at almost 18 again. So you want to average in. Don't put all your money in at one time, and you'll be just fine. All right. We're going to talk about a little bit about this housing market, right? Because this is I hear a lot of people think they want to buy a home right now. In my opinion, and just my opinion, I would hold off on buying any purchases of homes, because look what it's saying. 6% mortgage rate. Okay. You know what that means? That means you got to pay 6% on the money you borrow from the bank. That's the rate of getting loan. What's up, Riders for Life? How you doing? The rate for buying a house today is 6% on the money, right? That you have to borrow from the bank. So $100,000, you got to pay 6% of that. This is at the highest it's been in a long time, right? See what it said? 6% mortgage rates help cooling the housing market for the first time in 6 years. Guys, I bought my house maybe 2.5 years ago, right? And my house done gained $92,000 in 2 years. $92,000 I made on my house, which is unheard of. We know what caused it? Coronavirus. That caused this spike, right? Look, mortgage rates are now above 6% for the first time since 2008. The home real estate market is finally cooling from the buying frenzy during the COVID-19 pandemic. You know what? A lot of people was able to work from home and stuff. So they would put more money in it into their house to buy office space and get bigger houses because they figured the world's going and it was going to be in their house. So, and the market was coming down. So what they did was the interest rates right here, where it say 6%, the interest rates went all the way down to like 2%, right? That's when I bought my house, when it went hit 2%. So these mortgage rates are so high that people are not even putting home inspections on their house now. They're trying to cut costs any type of way so they can buy a house. What I'm telling you is the if you see these houses sitting on the market, it's supply and demand. Remember, I was telling you about the stock market is more fluid. I'm waiting to buy, but I'm so ready to buy my first home, but I'm gonna wait it out. Yes, that's what I mean, in my opinion, right? I'm gonna have my a realtor. He's a licensed realtor and he has his own company, right? He's not just a realtor; he's the owner of the business. He has his own brokerage. I mean, his not his own brokerage, his own real estate company. Brokerage is where you buy stocks and shit. But he's gonna come on here one day next week and talk a little bit about his opinions, what he think about the housing market. And remember, I talk to this guy every day because we talk about stocks too. We talk about all this financial stuff. So I kind of already understand what's going on a little bit. But I'm gonna have the professional come on and talk about it. So anybody that's looking to buy a house understand what the housing market is like right now, coming from an actual professional. But in my opinion, right, it say one effect is that fewer home buyers are waiving inspections to win the bid. That means these motherfuckers don't even want the house inspected. They just want to get in the house because of this 6%. It makes the price of the debt that you have to borrow go up, which in turn make your mortgage payment goes up, right? Because of these high interest rates. What is that doing? That's slowing down the buying of the houses. Stocks are more liquid than homes. You know, anybody knows that if they have a house, they put it up for sale, it might take 30 days, 60 days to actually sell the house, right? Go through the closing and all that. It might take a long time, right? With a stock, it sells instantly. That's why you see these panic reactions in the market. So that's why I tell you, when you invest in stocks, you want to go little at a time. When you invest in housing market, it's more about timing. It's more about timing. Right now, if you bought a house today and paid 6% interest, your mortgage payment will be through the roof. And then maybe in the middle of next year, it might come all the way back down to 3% or 4%. It might not go to 3%, but you might want to see this right here, 4%, 4.5%. That might be a good time to buy, right? I got lucky and I bought during the pandemic when everybody was scared money, right? Everybody was trying to say, everybody thought the world's best disease since America was born was out here. So they were scared, running for the hills, and they didn't have money to buy. So what that mean? See how it worked? When the houses were just sitting there, they lowered the interest rates to make more people get the loans so they could start buying the houses up, which caused the housing prices to go up. So now that people are not buying, the housing prices got to come down with this high ass inflation. These high ass mortgage rates, you know? So these are the things that we have to do. In the meantime, right? You'd be surprised. Some houses are Instagram gift, right? This right here is talking about the type of houses they're selling and the conditions they're selling in and stuff. Said unexpected problems because they're not unexpected problems. Foundation's roof can cost tens of thousands of dollars, and that's what you find out when you get your home inspection, right? They send an inspector out that go inspect these stuff, but these people are so desperate to get in the house that they're just buying a house without the home inspection, and they coming into all these problems because they didn't get the house inspected, right? So the housing inspector works for you. He goes around and inspect the house and then tell you, yo, don't buy this shit. It's fucked up. But if you don't have that guy because you don't want to pay because you're trying to cut costs, then you just walk into a problem you don't know, right? And you be messed up. You say when a family member gets their uncle to do plumbing or build a deck, things aren't the code, right? And they say that's the reason is not to waive the inspections. But people been doing it and it's fucking up a lot of people right now. So what I would do, right? When you want to go buy a home, this for Dre Day right here. He said I put 30,000 in my savings account with JP Morgan. That's my bank. They locked me up. for me, I have 30,000 years for about a month. I gained 13,000. What's another avenue where I could $13? See, that's why I tell you, y'all think I'll be playing. I'm glad I come on here. You know, just for the few people that come in here, man, you gonna learn some shit from me. You see what he just put? Look at this. That's bullshit. They just played my man big time. Said I put 30,000 into a savings account, and he only gained $13 off of 30,000. Do you know what J.P. Morgan is doing with this money right now? They invest in this shit. They ain't gonna come get it for you until you need it. But if I were you, if you want to buy that house, that's a great down payment for a house. Wait till these markets come down. I put another 20 or 30 into a savings account where I can make my savings increase. Right. But the thing is, this is not financial advice, but if you put that kind of money into a company like Amazon, right, you might not see the increase right away. But again, when this economy turn around, you're going to see way more than $13. You see? That's why the banks are for broke people, right? The banks, rich people put their money in assets, right? So you could take that money and put it into a house because you need a down payment. In the meantime, you want to build your credit, make sure your credit is good. So that way, when the housing market does come back down, you're ready to go. You're ready to buy. You can look for certain things, look for houses in the area, wait for this. I'll think about maybe the beginning or mid next year. Middle of the next year probably be good. Because remember, houses move slower than stocks, right? Stocks is more of a risky asset. But again, if you buying good companies, then you should not care where it go. And if you don't need that money, 13 cents. Oh, you put $13. You see that bullshit, man? You put all that money in and you only got 13 cents. Damn, man. This is what I'm talking about. They don't give you no interest on your money. 13 cents. Bruh, that shit make you mad as hell, right? You put your money in it, you like, bruh, why you only give me 13 cents? This is why I take if it was me, I would average that into a company that that you could rock with and let that be your savings account. But don't do it if that's your money for your house, right? If you know that that's money for your down payment for the house, don't just leave it right there until the housing market crash. Because you don't want to risk that money, put it into Amazon or something like that, and it goes down lower, and now you don't have your 30 anymore. This money that you put in investments, right? You might want to make sure you don't care about it. So if you got 30 saved up, you might put 10. Put 10 or put 5. But don't put the 5 in it. Whatever you decide to put, don't put it all at one time. Slowly over time, right? So like maybe every week you might put $200 in until you get to that $5,000 threshold, and then that's it. You figure out how much you want to put in to a company, right? And leave the rest so you can still have that in the hole. Have that ready for when this house market crash, boom, you jump. Or if it crash, nobody knows, right? But the signs are pointing to it starting to come down. See right here with this sentence, the inventory is finally starting to rise. What that means, supply and demand, right? So if it's more houses than it's people, than it's buyers, what happens? The house is going to sit forever. What that means, they're going to have to start coming down in price. This shit can't keep going on, right? It's something has to give, right? We're in the worst part of it right now. But again, eventually things will get better, right? And that's what we're waiting for. That's the whole goal of investing is thinking about the future. The whole goal of buying houses is thinking about the future, right? So if you know you want this property, right? And you thinking about, man, I can't wait to buy me a house. I'm saying build your credit up in the meantime, right? That way you could get approved. Make sure you have your security deposit, your down payment set up, waiting, and get you a realtor. Talk to the realtor in your state, right? Get a professional, a realtor, talk to one. Let them know. They're going to tell you're going to need W-2s. You're going to need all type of shit. Your pay stubs, where you work at, you're going to need all that shit in a row. That way, once this bitch crash, or you're going to see maybe 20%, 15%, and the housing prices come down, that's when you go strike. That's when you go buy your house. And if it keeps coming down lower, then you can always refinance. That's why you got to get with a professional in your state, right? Wherever state you live in, and talk to the people and say, hey, I'm looking to buy a house. They're going to automatically try to sell you the house, even in these market conditions. Why? Because they make money off of selling houses, you know? So they're not going to try to talk you out of it. You want to find a legitimate one that's going to just tell you what's going on in the market. Like my realtor, I like my realtor. It took me a year to buy a house. He never even pressured me, not one time. His dad called me one day and said, hey, interest rates are 2.5%. I never seen him this long history. This is the time to buy. And my boy, wasn't he right? I bought the house in 2 years. It went up $90,000. That shit is unheard of. You know, houses ain't supposed to go up that fast. And this is where we living in. And I'm seeing this. And I just expected to come down at least 30,000, man. Jesus Christ. It just shot up through the room. I paid $400,000 for my house. My house now valued at $492. That shit is crazy. I'm like, wow. You know, and I could do things to take that equity out, but I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not trying to move. And eventually, if I do decide to move, right, I'm never going to sell this house. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rent it out to somebody and then find me another house to move into. See how that works? Now I have a property and I can make residual income off the property, move to another property, live there for 3 or 4 years, right? Rent that one out. Now you got 2 properties. When the equity that you get in your house, you can pull that equity out and take that money, put it down on another house. So you always playing with the bank money, right? You're never playing with your money. What's up, C. Robert? Salute. My credit score is at, I put down 23 on a Dodge Ram and my bank Chase Finance. So my credit took a hit. All right. This is what happens, right? Don't worry about that Dre Day. If you put the money down on a car you opened up, you see what you said down. That means you opened up a new account. Your credit automatically take a hit. Once you open up the new account, your credit take a hit for like 2 or 3 months. Then it starts to go back up. 760, great. That's great. You only need a 680 to get a house. You straight. Still at 700. Don't miss no payments. You straight, bruh. All you doing right now is waiting. You got enough down payment. You only need about 20,000, 15, 20,000 to get a house, right? You got enough down payment. You got good credit. You got good, decent job. You as long as you hold your job for 2 years, because they don't want to see you in and out of jobs, they get scared of that shit, right? They want to make sure that you secure, right? And then soon as you see your opportunity, that's when you strike. Don't go rushing into shit in these conditions in this market. That's why I said, look, it's all due to high inflation and mortgage rates that rose from below 3%. See, I'm not making this shit up. I paid 2.25% on my mortgage rate. Mortgage rate is, again, the rate of interest the bank want for them lending me the money, right? So it was below 3%. I told you my interest rate was 2.5% a year ago to more than 6%, right? The Fed has been raising interest rate to curb inflation. That's what's going on. Jerome Powell's going to come out and speak next week. He's going to say whether or not he's going to raise interest rates. When he say interest rates, he's raising interest rates on all debt. So your credit card debt going up, all type of debt, any money you borrow, the interest rates are going to go up. He's trying to discourage people from taking out new loans. That's what the design is. So we can get the inflation coming down. He's trying to stop people from buying shit so we can get the inflation to come down. Right? I'm going to pay my truck for about a year. Payments are $280. Chase gave me 6.2. That's a good ass fucking finance because you had good ass credit. How long did you just buy this truck? Aerospace, 10 years. Hey, bro, you locked and loaded, bro. You ready? You about to buy this house. All you have to do is wait. What's up, David Johnson? Appreciate you pulling up, man. We in here. We talking about these housing market and credit and shit like that and stock market and stuff. Hey, Dre Day, you in there, bro. Trust. You could jump into the house right now, but you don't want to because of this. See this shit? The interest rates are going up. This is what I want you to do, right? Next week, Look for this damn federal Jerome Powell dude, the Federal Reserve. When they say the Fed, remember I told you that's not a fucking federal place. It's a privately owned bank. When you see this shit right here, look for this speech and listen to what he say. If he say he gonna raise the rates again 7.75, that's what everybody expecting, then this 6% shit is gonna go up because of this dude. At interest rate versus where we were this time last year. Listen, read this. A 6% interest rate versus what this is why this shit is important. Why I'm telling you to slow down. Versus where we were this time last year on a $300,000 house is almost a $600 difference a month. So this 6% interest rate based between 3% it was last year at the same time, it costs you an extra $600 a month on your mortgage. That's why hold the fuck up. Wait until this 6% come down, then you strike, right? You want to see it around 4. You might not never see that 2.5% was lowest it ever been in the history of America. So I don't expect to see 2.5%, but you might see 4, 4.5, 4.25, 4.25. That's a good strike, right? That's a good opportunity to buy. You see? And you won't be paying this damn $600 extra every month. That's why I say hold off real quick. You see what I'm saying? That's what that's doing. And this jackass, but yeah, this dude is coming out next week and he's gonna raise these shit again, right? So all your credit cards, the interest rates going up. That's why Biz say don't leave a balance. You don't have to worry about paying no damn interest, right? The interest rates he's raising are for any loans, any debt, any credit, any kind of money that you're borrowing. That's the debt. If you want to pay money on your truck, that's a debt. You know, they're going to raise the interest rate. So that truck might be more expensive come next week when he get to talking. But all it's going to do is reverse one day. And that shit going to start coming down. That's when your stock market going to start going up, right? So the stocks come down when interest rates go up, right? When interest rates come down, the stocks go up. Shit work like a seesaw. See what I'm saying? 2 months ago. Right. That's why you seeing that hit. Right. That, hey, what you're saying is, I told you this. I didn't even know it was 2 months ago, but I figured once you bought that truck, right, you open up a new account, your credit automatically takes a hit. Don't pay attention to that. 2 or 3 months go by, your credit going to start going back. As long as you paying those payments when you're supposed to, your credit going to start growing back again. You know, now the bank see you got that loan is secure. You've been making payments. See what I'm saying? So don't get mad because your credit went down. That's why you don't keep getting your credit checked. Every time you get a credit pull, it brings it down a couple points, right? Once you open a new account, your credit comes down a little bit. So like if I go open a new credit card today, then I should expect next month my credit score to take a hit, right? And then they're going to see me make payments and then they're going to give me my shit right back. So just hold off. Don't get panicked. Your shit is going. You doing exactly what you're supposed to do, brother. I'm telling you. And keep whatever money you want for that down payment on your house. You put that to the side because that's spoken for, right? The extra money that you got is what you want to start investing into these companies. Look for a company you want to buy. You know what I'm saying? Look for David Johnson in here. I'm telling you the right shit, bro. You see what he's saying, right, Dre? They saying exactly, bro. He's telling you I ain't just making this shit up. I'm not just talking outside of my head. You know, this is why I don't understand why people don't want to come in here and talk about this type of stuff, right? I'm not cussing nobody. You know, if I was in here talking all type of shit, the chat would be packed. I don't care about that, but I want to help people, and it's just like, yo, people crazy, man. Their mind is in the wrong spot. But there's few people in here. The few people in here, these are the people that need to be in here because we're gonna be the ones succeed. You know, while everybody talking about bullshit, nobody making no money, nobody's learning shit, right? So, you know, we're gonna continue this journey, brother. Dre Day, you gonna get that house. You put that money that you want for the down payment. I'm telling you, $20,000. That's a good down payment, solid, right? Put that shit to the side. The other money that you got, make sure you pay your truck payment. You go to work, and then you slowly start investing into a blue chip company. Apple, right? Facebook, Meta. No, Facebook is called Meta now. So that's the same company. Tesla. We already know they're going to future electric vehicles. These are companies you want to look into, right? And that extra money, do not put it all in one day because of this market. It's going up and down, but you want to buy it as cheap as you can, right? So we want to see the market go down a little bit, right? So like I said, if you look over here at my account, right? We could go right back to my account. Look, I'm down $5,600. See that shit? I ain't tripping off that shit. I put money in here that I don't need. This is not my whole net worth. I'm not, because if it goes all the way to zero, I still need to wake up in the morning and feed my kids. See what I'm saying? I told you, boom, my credit jumped up 31 points yesterday. Hey, bruh, you think I'm telling you this shit and I know this shit and I don't have no damn nothing to sell nobody. I'm giving this shit away free. So can't nobody call me no damn scam. I'm not charging nobody shit. I don't want no money from nobody. I just want to help, because if I can help you, you can help your kids, right? If you can help your kids, they can help their kids. And eventually we get out this bullshit that we in and our kids stop being poor. You know, a day after my first payment. Yes. Go down, buy more. Facts, David Johnson. Look, if you was in here last time, you see this right here where it say quantity? I know you see my mouse. It was at 2,500. Now I say 2,600. It's going down. And the reason why it's going down so much is because I got so much, right? My average price is 566. It was at like 589 last time, right? The price of the current position that I hold is $3.75. Remember, this thing following Bitcoin. This is my company. I'm not telling nobody go buy this, because if this shit crash and burn and go to hell, I don't want nobody to get mad at me for this shit. But I'm telling you things like this. Like, if you look at my fucking watch list, right? I got some good ass companies on here, like, that I'm watching. Like, look, let's go. We got Bitfarms, we got Coinbase. That's a brokerage that's a place where you buy your cryptocurrency. We could take it up to the top. You could fucking buy Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in Bitcoin. But if you don't want to risk, right? Apple is the biggest company in the world. You got Amazon. You know they took the malls out of business, right? So see that price on Amazon, $123? You could take $5,000 to say, you know what? I'm going to invest this $5,000 into Amazon, right? And buy one share every week, instead of putting 5,000 at one fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You buy that shit, one share every week, until you get to your $5,000, and then leave that shit alone. Don't look at it no more, because that $5,000 ain't gonna hurt you, right? You don't give a fuck if it go up or down or whatever, sideways, crisscross. You know that you just bought Amazon. That's what you know, right? So you average that money in there. Microsoft, the same way. You know, Microsoft is the second biggest company in the world. The first one is Apple. Apple's the biggest company in the world. Microsoft is second biggest company in the world. So no matter what this fucking thing does, in 10 years from now, this shit gonna be worth some more money than what it is now, right? All right, then. You got Shopify, that's a good one. ChargePoint, this one right here is $17. You know how much money 5,000 shares could get you of this? You could get a whole lot of ownership of this. This is the company that's building out the charging stations, right? Your infrastructure. They make charging stations for the electric vehicles that they're pushing everywhere. So in 5 or 10 years, where that's gonna be? This is not a get rich quick scheme. You know what I'm saying? You don't think it's gonna fucking go up in one day. It's not gonna do that. It's gonna volatile. Look at the chart. But this is actually showing strength. Look at it. It's showing strength. This company here. So, but again, you might get one of these red candles. See how it's green right here? What happened when next candle print is red and it go down here? You gotta be prepared for that, right? This look like support right in this area. I don't know what price that is, but right in this area right here, see that? That look like a little support level. And then you got another one down here. You gotta be ready to buy here, buy here, buy here. You know what I'm saying? Random buys, not fucking everything at one time. That's the wrong goddamn chart too. That was this the charge point chart. That was in phase. That's an energy company. The one I'm looking at. See up here, say charge point. So this one is going up. See the red candle printing? Buy 5 shares. Buy 10 shares. 10 shares of this is $170. Boom. And then understanding that you about to put $5,000 into this shit. Or you can split it up. However you want to do it. It's your money. You could buy 10 shares Microsoft, 10 shares Amazon, 10 shares ChargePoint, 10, split it up. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know the roads. But remember, whatever you decide to invest, you want to buy more of it as it goes down. Look, DraftKings, Riot, that's another Bitcoin mining company. My research tells me that it's more upside in the CleanSpark. That's why I don't own Riot, right? That's why I don't own Riot. I own see all the Bitcoin miners, they following Bitcoin, right? I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in 10 years Bitcoin gonna be worth more than it is now. So I'm buying a company that make the Bitcoin. That's why I'm buying these shit, right? Core Scientific, that's another Bitcoin miner, but you see it's cheaper. It's like $1. I don't fool too much with them dollar joints. Let's see, Lucid. This is a electric vehicle company right here. All right, you got let me look and see what Apple is. Fuel cell. I know I got Apple. This Sundial Grower. This is a marijuana company. This one, they make marijuana. All right, you got Tilray. No, that's lottery. That shit 20 cents. I'm about to erase that shit off of here. 20 cents. Where's I think Apple's all the way at the bottom because that's the big dog. So I put it at the end. Apple ain't going nowhere. So see, look, Apple $150 a share. This Apple chart right here. Right? This Apple. Apple's coming down. See, what if you would have bought here, right? And then it goes here, you get scared as fucking sell. That's not what you do. You leave that shit. Once you buy that shit, that money dead. Dead money. Don't even worry about it no more. That's why you don't put more than it as you can afford. I can do my Tesla and gradually invest. $5,000 threshold. Yo, Tesla one of the baddest shits in the world. Let's check Tesla. We could check. I could check. I could check Tesla right here, and we could pull it up right quick. Tesla. TS. There you go. Tesla. Tesla is one of the fastest growing. You see Teslas everywhere. $300, right? Yo, $300, one share at a time, till you get that $5,000 and leave it alone. Look at the chart. The Tesla is showing strength. Look at the chart. It's going up. See the trend? Trend is your friend. The trend is starting to go up. But as you can see, it goes up and down and up and down. You're going to be scared. Remember, stocks is not like houses. It's the same thing as an asset. But these stocks going to sell faster than a house would, right? So you see these little dips. You can't be scared of that shit. What you can't be scared of, you got to know is this right here. This is Tesla, right? In 10 years from now, Tesla should be bigger than what the fuck it is now. And if it crash and burn and go to hell, that's a risk you took. But I tell you what, it's going to give you more than fucking 13 cents for holding $30,000. That's some real shit right there, bro. Fuck that shit. This what these rich people do. Elon Musk, the richest motherfucker in the world. And this is his company. So you rolling with the big dog, right? All makes sense to me. Eventually, right? Once you get your average, because they call it average, you'll be in this red part somewhere under the water, right? Imagine if you would have bought it at $150 and now it's $300, you doubled your money, right? Eventually, this shit gonna get back to $600, $700, $800, $900. Nobody knows when, right? But it could go to $1,500, $2,000, and you bought them at $3,000. While everybody was scared and this fucking dumbass. Let's see year to date. Watch this. It's coming up, down. You gotta be. It's only 1 year. This is 1 year worth of movement. But what happens in 5 years worth of movement? You're gonna be down in 300. This shit gonna be. Let's see max. Now see, this is a statement they use in the stock market. When in doubt, zoom out. People get scared because of this, right? They look at this day chart bullshit. But if you zoom out and look at the max, watch this. Look at this shit. See the difference? So when in doubt, zoom out. I want to see you push this max chart. Look at this shit. And look where it's at now. What if you were buying here in this? This whole time right here was flat. And then boom, Tesla. You would be so far under the money that it's ridiculous. You wouldn't even be worried about shit. Whatever it did up here, it's like a swimming pool. This water flop out all the time, but this water under here gonna always stay wet. If you get under here, you always gonna be wet. So, but you gotta get in where you fit it, right? Max. When did this shit start? January 1st, 2011. So that's 10 years ago, right? If you was buying this 2019 right here, $16. See that shit? $300. But if you get stuck looking at this shit right here, this day chart, it'll fucking make you sell your shit. See? 5 days, 1 month. This is 6-month time frame. This is 1 year, year to date from January 1st. This is 1 year, a full 1 year since last September, right? This is the past 5 years. Even in the past 5 years, you see nothing but growth, right? You would have got in right here. You got in right here, but you can't be worried. Once you get in, you just start in the position. So remember, when in doubt, zoom out. Look at what you're buying, right? You see where it's going. Tesla. You can do that with Apple. Apple fuck your head up. Amazon. All of these fucking companies. But day to day, people get, let's say, Amazon. AMZN. Right? Look at Amazon. We do the same thing with their chart. Right? When in doubt, zoom out. All right? So you got 1 day. Let's go to max all time. Amazon. Boom. Do you see this shit? It's Amazon. Right? You know it's one of the biggest companies in the world. We want to be in the water under here and deeper. We got to give it, when was that? 06, 04, 2011, 2013. So if you bought right here in 2013 and it went down a little bit, you sold your shit. Now look, you dummy. Because you didn't give it thing time to make moves. That's 2013. What if you were buying 1 share every week since 2013 of Amazon? You'd be up like a bitch right now. You'd be up like a motherfucker. So when in doubt, zoom out. Make sure you're buying blue chip assets. I got a lot more risk tolerance, right? That's why I'm buying CleanSpark, because it's flowing with Bitcoin. You don't understand Bitcoin and you don't want to invest in Bitcoin, bruh. It's 30,000 companies. It's over 3,000 companies in the stock market, right? We could look at Apple, right? Apple, the biggest company in the world. AAPL. There you go. Apple, right? We look at Apple. Same thing with the chart. 150, right? 150. When in doubt, you see the 1 day looking red, 5 days real red, right? See, it's crashing. This is what the world say. The world say it's crashing. You know what Biz say? I buy here, I buy here, I buy here. Got me fucked up. Crash what? Crash what? Now watch this. Max, bitch, crash what? Where you crashing? You crash these nuts. You see? They don't teach this shit in school. Look at this chart. Straight up and to the right. Over the max all time. But look at what it's talking about. 2003, 2006, 2009, 2014. Look, 2017. Here we are, 2022. So we might come back down $80. Guess what we doing? Buy another share. Buy another share. Apple, the biggest company in the world. You know what I'm saying? Another one that we all on right now, YouTube. What's YouTube? It's Google, right? Google. Let's go. This is the last one that we can rock out. Appreciate y'all asking questions and stuff. This is what it's all about. Google, right? You got two different Google shares, both the same damn company. Just one come with a voting right and one don't. This GOOGL is Google, but you get a voting right with that stock. So every month they're gonna send you a right to vote on whatever they do, right? And Google, this one comes without a voting right. But so we don't need a fucking voting right anyway, because your one dumbass vote don't count anyway, right? So we could rock with Google. Same exact thing. Look, 1 year, 5 years. 5 days. It should, the market's crashing. Right? That's what people saying right now. Look at this shit. The market's crashing. Remember, what is this? This is Alphabet. This is Google. YouTube is owned by Google. Google is a fucking verb. Google has the best balance sheet in the world. They got so much money on their hands. Then when you zoom out to the max chart, look at that. Crashing where? Crash these nuts. If I was buying right here, I wouldn't be crashing shit, right? 2009, 2010, you got to give it time to pop, right? We in 2022. Think about 2030, right? Where your money going to be at in 2030? That's why you don't put money in here you need, because you got to let it sit, especially in an asset like Alphabet. Everybody, you know another one? This is the last one, I promise. Cash App, right? It's called Square, SQ. Right here, it's called Square. Everybody want Cash App, right? We can look at this one too. This $64. This company $64. So we go 1 month. Come on, let me click, bitch. 1 month is going down, right? Get a better view. All right. So you got 6 months. Look at that. 5 years. Look, see what it's doing in 5 years. It was over here. It was $39. It's still $64. But look what happened in 5 years. Went to all-time highs. $250. You see that shit? And now it's coming back down. Now it's back at $64. What is this? A buying opportunity. You've seen it already push up to $260. Look at this shit, right? From $30. And you hit the max chart. So you see Square, this is Cash App. It's coming down back even right here. So basically, you getting the same chance you would have got in 2019 instead of buying here, right? Whoever bought here is pissed off right now. But if they listen to Biz and just buy a little bit at a time, 1 share every week of something that costs $230, right now they keep adding. And you just add more and more ownership. And this company only been out a little while. Cash App just came out. This 2016 right here. We only out 5 years in to this company. Jay-Z got shares in this company right here. Square. Jay-Z got shares in this shit, right? So just think about what I'm saying. I'm bringing all of this shit to you. I welcome when my stocks fall because I can buy a lot more. Exactly. As long as you're buying solid assets that you know is going to be here in the future instead of putting your money in the bank and getting no return. So if you do the math on your own, if you had 100 shares at $64, that'll cost you $6,400, right? When it went up here to $250, how much that would have been? That's when you sell, take your fucking profits, right? You don't hold it forever. You sell. My rule with selling is on a double up. So say I buy, like I got all these damn shares of CleanSpark. It run up. It's at $3. My average purchase price is $5. That bitch hit $10. That's a double up for me. I'm selling half of my position. You're going to see me come on here and say, hey, guys, I just sold half of my shit. Say, why, Biz? Why you sell? Because it's a double up. This is the streets. I double my money, take my money out, leave the house money, let it run, right? Let the money that I don't have no risk. Then I take my risk off the table. Let that money run. Take the money I just took out of there and put it in another company and do the same shit. Make sure I'm doing research on these companies. See what I'm saying? Double up. We're going to double these bitches up. Now I'll have all of that ownership. So the lower CleanSpark go, the more that shit I'm going to buy, right? Once it double up, then I'm going to sell half of that shit. Take the money that I put in out. Now I got my money back and I got free shares. I got free money now. Now I'm playing with house money. Then I leave that money in CleanSpark that has not even nothing to do with me no more because I took my money out, right? So if that shit go up and continue to go up, bitch, I'm in the ring. But then I take that money and put that shit into a square, a block, right? Same thing. Double up, sell half, leave the rest. Now I got 2 companies that I didn't pay for. And the whole time I got my money back, right? And then go find a fucking Tesla. Same thing. Every time you double that bitch, take your money out. So say you put your money in Tesla, right? It run up 600. You paid 300. It run up 600. You double your money. Sell half. Now you got 5,000. So that means your 5,000 would turn to 10,000, right? You sell out your 5,000. Give me my money back, bitch. Now you got 5,000 free shares of Tesla. And guess what else that do? That protect you in case it crashes again. So, like I said, say I bought it damn, that should say $13. Boy, that would have been a hell of a buy. And it went up here to 260. Jesus Christ. That's a hell of a flip, right? You sold half your shit. It come down here, you could take that money and buy it all back now. See what I'm saying? So, this is what we want to do in the world, man. This is the shit we want to teach our kids. Remember, when in doubt, zoom out, man. Buy solid assets and hold off on your houses for right now. I think it should cool off a little bit. You know, I think that a good time to buy a house would be towards the middle of next year. You want to make sure you're paying attention to the Fed meeting coming up next week. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday, probably Wednesday, right? And listen to this fucking white dude talk about how he gonna raise the rates. His name is Jerome Powell. He gonna say he gonna raise the rates, and then you're gonna see the 6% go up a little bit. Might be 6.25 or 6.5. This bitch ass nigga. What that mean? You gotta pay more money per month. So just take your time. You know, pay attention. And when you watch it, you're gonna say, damn, this motherfucker talk. That's what we need to be teaching our kids to be watching. They don't talk about this shit every day. If you notice, I don't come on here but one time a week. It's a reason for that. I could come on here every day and talk about the same shit every day, but I don't do that because I don't want people to feel like they have to rush into this shit. Stock market been here 200 years. It been out in business 100, 200 years, bro. This shit been in business. This shit ain't going nowhere. So it's not a rush, right? And if you take patience and you slowly put your money that you don't need, bruh, watch where we at in 5 years. It's going to be people coming in here talking about, damn, yo, how y'all get all that money? Bruh, cuz we wasn't listening to fuck your mother every day or all day, right? I go over there and listen to the shit too. But then I told you, when I'm finished, my nigga, best believe Biz is checking on this shit. How you think I know all this shit to show y'all, right? Because I'm looking at the shit. So I holla at y'all, man. You know, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. It's fun to interact with people. You know, we need more and more people to start trying to want to get better with their life. You know, I'm here offering actual free information, bro. Free. I'm not charging nobody shit. You know, I'm trying to help the best I can. I want the kids to win. I believe if I help the parents will help the kids, you know. So everybody's good, man. Appreciate you, Mr. David, Mr. Dre Day. We in here. We gonna see these 49ers whoop some ass Sunday. And yo, just take your time, Dre. That shit coming right back, bro. Your credit score gonna come back, and hold off on these houses for right now, just for a little bit. You know, watch the markets. See what's going on. Contact a realtor. If they trying to rush you into a house and this fucking market right here, you know they full of shit, right? If the person telling you, yo, hold off a little bit, you might that might be a good dude, you know. But if somebody like, yeah, man, you gotta hurry up and buy, you like, fuck you, because you just want to get my money. This bitch ass nigga trying to make commissions off of your money. You know, the price is too high right now. Hold on, bitch. I'll buy the house when it come down a little bit. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have my ignorant questions. Hopefully you can answer them to the best. Bruh, ain't no question ignorant. The only question that's ignorant is the one that nobody asks. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I might have questions. I got to ask people. I told you I'm going to bring my realtor on here. I already talked to him about it. He said he'll come on here and he'll talk to people about the housing market. You know, I can talk to you about the stocks. See, I'm checking on the markets. You know, we working. We're going to make everything work. Where do you research different potential companies that buy stocks? Right here. You could look at Look, this is why I like Webull. If we go on here, let's just look on my account again, right? We go right here to the watch list. You click on, let me see. I want to get my account up. Boom. If I click on this, well, shit, on your phone, it's a little bit better. This shit will tell me, let me see. Markets. This maybe this. It'll tell you news. See right here? Talk about news. And you can actually bring it to individual companies. Let me see. See that little box right there? They go to news, right? They go to news. It tell you. And I ain't talking about just one day. It'll bring it all the way back. Pinterest, you got American Airlines, and then they bring up the news. See right here, this thing, news. Give you all the news articles right here. You can read on it and see they trying to make different planes and shit like that. You know, this a data company. They do internet and shit. Skyworks Solution. This a good ass company right here. In my opinion, it's $99 a share. Live Nation, but all of them got news. You see Disney. Let's go look. Live Nation, Disney, ESPN, and others get Apple App Store boost from NFL opening weekend. See, NFL opening up. I don't even know why this is in this category. You probably, and then if you click on it, it'll give you the article. See what I'm saying? This is why I like Webull. Then if you go, I think it's something here would tell you the whole market. I'm normally use this shit on my phone, so you know. What it say? Ferrari. They got different articles for you to read right here. You know. Then you could look at this website, Yahoo Finance. Right? You come on Yahoo Finance. You go to the homepage. Right? Boom. See all the fucking news right here. Don't pay attention too much to the news as you do the company. Right? Once you find a company you like, you find out their business plan. You research that company. Right? Then you take this computer right here that we on YouTube. Say you find you want to know more about Tesla, right? What their new products gonna be. Google that shit. Go on YouTube and put Tesla stock. It's gonna be people on there talking about fucking the updates coming in Tesla, right? Got Mara. That's another Bitcoin miner. If you don't know about Bitcoin, take your fucking time and go look up Bitcoin. See what it is. See what you think. I'm telling you that I think Bitcoin is the next fucking Amazon is what I think. You know, I think Bitcoin gonna hit $100,000. That's just me, right? It's a lot of people agree with me. It's a lot of people think work crazy shit than me. This lady named Kathy Woods, this bitch talking about Bitcoin to 500,000. Brother, if Bitcoin hit $500,000, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Shit. You know, Apple. You go click on these motherfuckers. Google and look at these companies right here. Yahoo Finance. Go look at Yahoo Finance, and it right at the home page tell you all type of shit. AT&T stock performance, analyst projections. Alibaba. That's a Chinese. That's like the Chinese Amazon. Alibaba. See, I know all of these shits because I be looking, right? Bezos loses title of world's second richest man to Indian billionaire. Who gives a fuck? The motherfuckers is billionaires. Fuck them motherfuckers. We try and get our kids there. See, FedEx stocks crashes. Look, this might be a good buy. Pay attention. FedEx stock crashes after brutal profit warning. Do you fucking think FedEx going out of business? No. No, it's not. FedEx only crashing because the fucking economy is making it crash. Once the economy picks back up, guess who else gonna pick back up? FedEx. They give all the packages, right? Look, this white dude right here, Kevin O'Leary. You ever watch Shark Tank? This rich ass investor dude take opportunities on days like today. God damn it, I didn't even see this. He's taking the words right out of my mouth. This 15 hours ago. Take opportunities on days like today. Kevin O'Leary says it could be the best time to buy stocks. Jesus Christ. And I'm not making this shit up. We don't see these kind of crashes in markets. This shit doesn't happen. You need to take full advantage of it while it's here, while it's presenting itself. Not saying it's going to reverse tomorrow. Give it 6 months. Give it 6 months. This bitch going to start going back up, right? And you see, The $2,000 bonus for opening a bank account. Remember, the bank I was talking about was SoFi, Russian economy, right? Bed Bath and Beyond stories, all this bullshit that's going on in here. Make sure you pick a fucking good stock that has good company values, not no shit because a lot of YouTubers said this the next one to $1 million. They all say that shit all the time for clicks and views. I don't do that. I'm telling you to buy solid shit. Buy shit that you know. Close your eyes and you know that bitch gonna be here in 10 years. That means your money's safe. You might lose some, but you ain't gonna lose it all. Shit, if you put 5,000 in it, you might walk away with 3,000. Shit, man, I lost 2,000, but hey, I put it in Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I bet with Amazon. I ain't bet on a motherfucking bright idea. Amazon already got a business plan. See what I'm saying? Postal Service struggles too. Yup, UPS. It's backed by the federal government. It's not going anywhere. You could buy into that. USPS, the Postal Service, UPS. All of these companies deliver packages. Where the fuck you getting your mail from? You can invest into that shit, right? We don't think about this shit. You know, rich people don't keep money, man. They keep chump change money. Most of their money is in assets. That's where you keep your wealth at. Not in gold chains, not in cars and shit like that, and assets. Because over time, if you continuously buy and add ownership and be prepared for it to go down, please listen to that. You seen my car. I have to show this shit again. I'm down $5,000, man. I'm down 5 racks. Well, what did it say? 6 racks. Who cares, right? 5,600. And guess what Biz did? Bought more. They got me fucked up because I know it's just the economy. And when I check the news on CleanSpark, all good news. All good news. How I fucking check that shit? Where my watch list at? Watch list. We're going to go to CleanSpark. Watch this. Oh, my shit all the way up at the top. My shit at the top. Right? So if I go to CleanSpark, fuck the micro news on the outside. We hit CleanSpark, look at the news. Top 5 stop to watch. CleanSpark in the mix. Proposed revenue cap for non-gas generators, whatever. CleanSpark announces participation investor conference. Press release. Morphin Infrastructure Group to sell San Andreas to CleanSpark. Right? We read this. CleanSpark just bought a miner for $42 million in this dangerous ass economy. Everybody's scared of, and these motherfuckers buying more infrastructure. Right? I'm reading this shit. I'm like, bro, I hope this shit go to $1. This motherfucker got me fucked up. Right? You can see all of these news articles. That's why I like Webull. Right? It just goes on and on and on. Bitcoin holdings as of August 31st with 526. Right? These motherfuckers got 526 Bitcoins in the hole. Right? That was in August. Right? CleanSpark redeemed. This is what I read. Because why? I tell you why. Because I got my fucking money in here. Right? So I need to know what the fuck they doing. And should I keep my money in here? Do I want to walk away with this $5,000 loss? Fuck no. Not with these people growing the way they is, the way they spending their money. It agree with me. I agree. What they do, their business plan. So what do? Continuously add more shares. You look at my account, like I showed you. 270, put more money. When you see this red, that just means I bought shares. See where it say bought. Sold Hut. That was the other company. I owned on $10. You know, I just put a little money in there to follow it. Then a deposit, more money, 200. Bought, deposit, bought. You don't see me selling shit. And I'm buying it as it go low. I'm buying it $77, $95, $96, $100, $97, $93. Buying that bitch. Because I don't care about the price. I care about ownership. Because ownership is the key to wealth, not money. Ownership brings the money, right? You treat your dollars like they soldiers. You send your dollars out to go bring more dollars back to you, right? Ownership is the key to wealth, not money. Money is what you get from having ownership, right? Ownership is the key to wealth. And look, I'm increasing my ownership because these motherfuckers got me fucked up. While everybody else scared and they're like, oh my God, the world crashing. I'm like, yep, come on. bitch. Before you know it, I'm gonna have 5,000 shares over here, you punk motherfuckers. And then guess what? When this bitch, every time that bitch go up $1, I'm gonna make 5,000. Think about it. I'm down 5,600, but the stock price is $3.75. My average price is $5.66. So when it get back here, I'm broke even. See, because I got so much ownership. The more and more ownership I get, the quicker it's gonna take me to get back even. They don't hear me though. That's why you continuously buy slowly, because you got to be ready for this shit right here. You don't want to be scared when you see this. You got to take this, fuck this money. I wish they would take the money off and just show you your ownership. Because if this is what scares the fuck out of people, this right here. They're like, oh my God, what the fuck? I'm like, shit, let me look at this. I'm looking like, oh my God, I got 2,600 shares of this bitch. I'm going to be rich. That's how I'm looking. I'm like, damn, in 5 years, man, I'm going to be rich like a motherfucker. Don't let this Bitcoin hit 500,000. These cocksuckers making 19 Bitcoins a day. And that shit at $500,000. Bruh, you know how much money I'm going to be up? This bitch is going to be $100 company. That's where my mind at. I'm not thinking about today or yesterday, right? Or tomorrow. I'm thinking 5-6 years from now, where this shit gonna be. That's the mindset we all gotta have. Thanks for the information, Kyle Kuzma, big brother. Yo, man, fuck Kyle Kuzma. I don't want to say that, because I ain't gonna disrespect home. But that motherfucker had on some weird ass shit the other day, man. He called me Kyle Kuzma because I'm yellow as fuck. Hell yeah, turn up. But hey, bro. Stay focused, man. You gonna get that house, bro. That shit coming to you. You got everything you need, bro. You just need to be patient. Wait for it to come down and slowly average into your favorite assets. Don't put it all at once. You want to buy and then buy when it goes down. Don't feel the need. Listen here. Say you put money in there and that shit start going up. Don't chase that motherfucker. Because guess what? What goes up must come down. Let that bitch come back down. If it never come back down, fuck that shit. Let that shit go. Buy something else. You know what I'm saying? Think about your Apples, your Tesla, your Amazon. You got multiple different companies. Say you bought 3 shares of Tesla tomorrow and that bitch start going up. Bruh, leave that shit alone. Don't buy that shit until it goes low. Let that bitch buy one. It go lower. Bitch, buy another one. You'll see. That shit start averaging in. First, you need to open up your brokerage account. Open you up a Webull account right here. This thing I got, you could get the app on your phone. Webull. Open that shit up, fill it out, get that shit set up, put the money in there. You don't gotta buy shit. Just put the money in. It'll be on the side. You'll see it just right here. How you see my money right here. But see, I put the money in because you set up a margin account. I gotta talk to you about that. I gotta talk to people about that shit. How you set the account up. That way you could get access to your money right away. But though, bro, I appreciate y'all, man. And hey, bro, this ain't nothing, man. I like to talk about this. This is what I do all the time, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. This what's gonna happen. They're gonna come out of the drama sector. They're gonna come in here and watch the replay. They like to watch the replay. I wish they would come in and be more interactive so I could help people. But I'm helping you guys, and that's enough for me. I'm a man of my word, bro. I do this just for the community, and that's just it. I don't want $1 from you. You ain't hear me try to sell you shit. You ain't hear me try to push no type of nothing. I don't want nothing. Don't cash at me shit. Buy that, put that shit in this stock. Cash app that shit to this stock right here. Buy some fucking Cash App shares. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight over here. I'm playing with money. You know what I'm saying? We straight. So it's all good. My kids eat. I don't need shit. I go to work every day. I don't need no fucking donations. None of that shit, bruh. I'm straight. You heard? So turn up, man. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, man. That's it, man. I have a good night, man. Let's go back and watch some more drama, man. Turn up. 100. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute.